Still swiping your card at the grocery store and praying it doesn't decline? You're not broke because you buy oat milk. You're broke because the grocery system is designed to drain you. Today we're flipping that script, and you're about to find out how to slash your grocery bill by hundreds without eating sad microwave noodles. You're watching MCubed Money Mindset Makeover. This isn't just a channel, it's a mindset revolution. Subscribe to elevate your money mindset and elevate your life. Our 4 pillars on the channel are simple: save with systems, budget with boundaries, earn back your time, and invest the difference. Groceries are where all 4 intersect. And here's the hard truth that becomes our opportunity. American families throw away serious money as uneaten food every year. Money that could be crushing debt, padding an emergency fund, or compounding in an index fund while you sleep. The USDA puts a number on it for a typical family of 4, about $1,500 lost annually to food that never gets eaten. We're going to take that money back with a kitchen that runs like a business you own. Let's call the enemy by name: burnout and design. You're juggling rent that refuses to chill, student loans that stalk you like an ex, and a workplace that pays you with opportunity. By the time you hit the store, your brain is running on fumes, and that's exactly when engineered lighting, curated smells, and end cap deals go to work. Meanwhile, restaurants are sprinting ahead on price. Eating out is getting more expensive, faster than groceries. If food feels unaffordable, it's partly because you're trapped in a convenience loop the market built to catch tired people. Breaking that loop doesn't require monk-level discipline. It requires fewer decisions and better default settings. In 2025, the data kept showing the same thing. Food away from home prices rose faster than food at home, which means the savings lane is still your kitchen, if you take the wheel. We're not chasing 50 tips. We're installing 7 levers that work together so you spend less, waste less, and eat better with less mental load. Sound good? Okay, so think of it like switching your kitchen from manual to cruise control. Each lever hits your wallet from a new angle: planning, psychology, pricing, waste, and together they form a repeatable loop. After a couple weeks, it stops feeling like budgeting and starts feeling like freedom. Let's dive in! Hack 1. The Capsule Meal Plan. Start where the money is won or lost. Choice architecture. Most people Google 7 brand new recipes, buy 20 weird ingredients, and then throw half of it away. You're going to do the opposite. Build a capsule meal plan. 4 repeating base nights that flex with whatever's on sale and whatever's already in your kitchen. 1 pan roast with veg and a starch. Bowls or tacos with a protein, a grain, a sauce dot pasta plus add-ins, soup or stir fry. That's your weekly backbone for the next month. Now add 2 wild cards: a leftovers remix night and a social night where you cook with a friend, swap meals, or consciously choose takeout because it fits the plan, not because you ran out of options. The secret is planning backward from your inventory. Do a 10-minute fridge, freezer, pantry audit before you plan the week. What's close to expiring goes to the front row. What you forgot you owned becomes the theme. This one habit attacks the most expensive leak: buying food twice because you forgot what you already had. Households hemorrhage dollars into trash bins. A plan built on what you own converts waste into meals. According to the USDA, food waste costs the average American household over $1,500 a year, mostly from buying food without a plan. Keep it visual: a chalkboard, a notes app, or a whiteboard calendar by the door. It's not just organization, it's a weekly raise you give yourself. The macro win is psychological. Fewer decisions reduce burnout, which increases follow-through. The financial win is tangible: less spoilage, fewer last-minute store runs, and fewer "I guess we're ordering" nights that wreck the budget because your brain was cooked, not your dinner. And yes, if you're feeding picky eaters or roommates with different schedules, keep the bases neutral and let the sauce be the personality. Minty yogurt one night, gochujang the next. Your kitchen becomes a mix-and-match studio rather than a new production every night. The result? Lower spend, lower stress, higher satisfaction. Savings is not about restriction, it's about repeating what works. The plan is set. Now let's load the stage so every night feels easy and cheap to nail. Hack 2. The capsule pantry that prints savings. A capsule wardrobe saves you from nothing to wear. A capsule pantry saves you from nothing to cook. Stock a tight bench of staples that turn into dozens of meals without extra cost or stress. Shelf-stable carbs you actually eat. Legumes you'll use. Canned tomatoes, a couple oils and vinegars. eggs if you eat them, 2 go-to spice blends, 2 sauces that instantly define a cuisine. The point isn't hoarding, it's repeatability. You're building a pantry that can pivot with sales and seasons. The research wins here. Frozen produce. People still think frozen equals less healthy. In reality, frozen fruits and vegetables are often nutritionally comparable to fresh because they're picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen. Several studies have reached this conclusion. One run with the University of Georgia found frozen and fresh were generally equal across many items. Translation: buy frozen when it's cheaper, when you need shelf life, and when you're tired of throwing away floppy spinach. You'll get the nutrients without the waste penalty. Store design matters too. Clear containers for dry goods, labels with purchase dates, and a simple rule: put new items behind old. Your pantry becomes a low-friction assembly line that feeds your plan. Optional pro move: a price book in your notes app with unit prices for your top 20 items. Unit price is the real truth, not the giant sale font. When you know a legit good price for oats or beans, you're immune to marketing and you buy on your terms. Over a month, those tiny wins add up because you repeat them. Pantry primed? Good. Now we wire your spending so it works for your brain instead of against it. Hack 3. The envelope effect, cash or digital. Swiping is engineered to feel like you didn't spend it all. Behavioral economists have shown for decades that the payment method reshapes what you're willing to pay. In field experiments, just knowing you're paying with a credit card can raise willingness to pay dramatically, sometimes up to double for certain items. That's not a moral failure, it's a neural shortcut. Use it. Give your grocery budget a hard wall with envelopes, physical cash if you can, a dedicated debit or digital envelope if you can't. 3 buckets keep it simple: perishables, produce, proteins, and pantry. Load them weekly. As you shop, keep a running tally on your phone and round up to account for tax. When the bucket's empty, you stop. Constraints create creativity. You'll start choosing ingredients that stretch farther without feeling deprived. If you're shopping for a household, turn it into a team sport. One person tracks the total, one person keeps the list honest, one person checks unit prices. It's weirdly fun and it kills impulse grabs. If you worry about rewards points, cool. Run a second pass at home to pay the exact total onto a rewards card and immediately pay it off from your envelope account. You get structure, you get points, and you never drift. This is what budget looks like when it respects the way human brains work. Okay, guardrails up. Now let's make cooking feel like playing on easy mode. Hack 4. Cook once, eat 3 times. Batching isn't punishment, it's leverage. The myth is you'll be stuck eating the same leftovers all week. The truth is you anchor your week with neutral building blocks and remixes do the rest. Pick one day, doesn't have to be Sunday, and cook in components. A neutral protein or plant base, shredded chicken, black beans, crispy tofu, lentils, a grain, and a big tray of roasted vegetables tossed with oil and salt. Portion them into single and double servings, label with dates, and freeze half in flat bags so they stack like money bricks. The blocks slide into your capsule plan. Burrito bowls on Monday, stir-fry on Wednesday, noodle soup Friday, 5-minute quesadillas when you stumble in at 9 p.m. The freezer isn't backup, it's your second paycheck. It converts sale prices into future meals and converts low-energy nights into victories you already paid for. And in a world where eating out climbs faster on price than groceries, having meals banked at home is an inflation hedge you can taste. You'll also notice your trash shrinking. Household waste isn't just scraps, it's groceries that died waiting for a plan. This destroys that timeline because every ingredient has a job on day 1 or it's portioned for later. That's save with structure and earn in time you didn't spend cooking from scratch on a Tuesday. We talk saving, investing, earning, and budgeting in ways that actually work in this economy, not your grandma's, so hit that notification bell to not miss the next video. Alright, components ready? Now we turn leftovers into power-ups. Hack 5. The recipe remix engine. Your fridge is not a museum, it's a parts bin. Think in arcs, not isolated meals. Roast chicken becomes tacos, then fried rice or ramen add in. A sheet pan of sweet potatoes, onions, and peppers becomes breakfast hash with eggs. Then a Mediterranean bowl with chickpeas and lemon tahini, then a tortilla pizza with salsa and cheese. I know you did not think all this menu creativity would be on a personal finance channel, did you? You're welcome. Keep a tiny remix list on the fridge so the thinking is done on tired days. The budget alchemy here is vegetable volume and protein stretching. Grate zucchini or carrot into ground meat for burgers or meatballs. It adds moisture and cuts cost per serving. Chop mushrooms tiny into taco meat. You get umami, fiber, and more portions. Stir frozen spinach into pasta sauce. Blitz cauliflower rice into fried rice. This isn't hiding veggies as much as it is engineering satiety. Most adults still miss daily vegetable targets. So stretching meals with plants saves money and upgrades nutrition in one move. Flavor flips keep it exciting. The same base can go Tex-Mex with chili lime and salsa, Mediterranean with oregano and lemon, or Korean style with gochujang and sesame oil. Stock the sauces you actually love and let them do the heavy lifting. Your grocery list shrinks, your meals expand, your willpower rests. Remixes are now on lock. Time to beat the store at its own numbers game. Hack 6. Shop the data, not the aisles. Grocery stores are casinos for carrots. You don't win by resisting every stimulus. You win by changing the game you're playing. First principle, shop your list in the order of the store map and exit. Produce, proteins, pantry, pay. Second principle, unit price is the truth. Big stickers lie by omission. The tiny cents per ounce line tells you who's actually cheaper. Keep a rolling note of the best unit prices you've seen on your staples so you can spot a real deal in 2 seconds and ignore fake promos dressed up in red. Third principle, timing. Pantry items cycle on sale. Buy enough to bridge to the next cycle, not a year's worth. Perishables are where overbuying turns into waste, so buy small and refill midweek if needed. Fourth principle, narrow the chaos. For 3 weeks, shop the same store with the same list on the same day. You'll learn traffic patterns, shelf locations, and price baselines. Your mental effort plummets, and so do impulse grabs. And here's the macro protection again. While overall food inflation cooled from its 2022 peak, eating out is still the pricier lane. 2 home-cooked swaps per week can move actual dollars. When you do buy convenience, buy it intentionally. A rotisserie chicken and a bagged salad beats a $28 delivery that leaves you hungry. This is budget with boundaries, so investing later doesn't feel like a sacrifice now. You're on your path to optimize the spend. Now we close the loop so money never leaks out of your fridge again. Hack 7. The zero waste loop, FIFO plus use it up rituals. Your new favorite 15 minutes. The fridge reset. Twice a week, pull items forward, wipe shelves, and line up what needs love now. That's FIFO. First in, first out. And it's the simplest system for turning I should use that into I did. Keep a soup stock bag in the freezer for onion ends, celery tops, herb stems. When it's full, simmer the cheapest, richest broth you'll ever make. Build one ritual meal a week that's designed to be messy and thrifty. Frittatas for orphan veggies, fried rice for random odds and ends, a sheet pan nacho party to rescue chili or shredded chicken. If label dates confuse you, and they confuse a lot of people, learn the difference between best by, sell by, and use by. Those labels are mostly about quality, not safety, and misunderstanding them drives a mountain of avoidable waste. For a little tech assist, try an app that tracks what you have and reminds you before it turns. And if you're the household CFO, give yourself permission to be imperfect. You won't hit zero waste. You'll trend toward less waste, which is where the money is. The EPA's home guidance echoes it. Plan, store smart, understand labels, and create habits that prioritize older food first. That's save for the budget and save for the planet, which feels good every time you open a calm, organized fridge. Here's the flip you came for. Being good with money isn't about iron will. It's about designing fewer, smarter decisions that repeat. Capsule meal plan so you never start from zero. Capsule pantry so the foundation is always there. Envelopes to harness the psychology of paying. Batch once so Tuesday you can be lazy without getting punished. Remixes so leftovers feel like new wins. Data-driven shopping so marketing can't play you. A waste closing loop so your cash stops rotting in a crisper drawer. You didn't get a raise, but your week just made you richer. That's not hype. That's what happens when you stop negotiating with chaos and start running a system. In MCubed language, you just hardwired save and budget. You earned back hours and stress, and you freed up capital you can invest toward a life you actually want. Let's land the plane. We started with a rigged environment and the fatigue it feeds on. We built a kitchen that behaves like a well-run small business, with inventory that moves, prices you understand, and waste that shrinks. The research is on your side. Households really do lose about $1,500 a year to uneaten food. Frozen produce holds its nutritional own. Credit cards make spending feel painless and bigger, and restaurant prices keep outpacing groceries. Put those facts under a weekly plan, a set of simple rituals, and a few well-placed guardrails, and the math swings your way. Fast. It's not about eating less or living smaller. It's about designing a workflow that makes good choices the path of least resistance. You're not powerless against the grocery store game. You've just been playing without a playbook. Until now. That's the MCubed promise. Use systems to buy back your time, your calm, and your future. If this video hit home, catch our next one. The shocking reason you're broke while others thrive. This was a blast to research. I know it will add value to your life, MCubed family, so hit play.